also a serious matter, a fundraiser for Nathan. So it's a very special charity and for a very special guy named Nathan Thompson who lives in Jeffreys Bay. And we dedicate this evening to you, Nathan. And we're also going to chat, as you said, about Hillbrow in the 70s and 80s. The current state of Hillbrow, I suppose we can chat about in a different time. So while I currently live in the USA, I run a charity in South Africa called the Rainbow Bikers Foundation. This foundation was created to help bikers and their families who are in dire need. I formed this foundation in the name of my late daughter, Monique, who was killed in a crime situation in South Africa 7 years ago. One of our members of the foundation, a guy with the name of John James Bell, contacted me about his 15-year-old nephew, Nathan. So the charity tonight was not requested by the family at all. It was just mentioned to me. I researched it, and I decided to contact the family, and you're going to see why as we go on to our little charity part of it. So Nathan has not had an easy life. He has had challenges to deal with, and tonight this charity is dedicated to you, Nathan, and hopefully the generosity, and hopefully some corporates out there, because we need to try and collect quite a lot of money, because the unit we're looking to buy for Nathan is a very expensive unit to help him to see. So we hope to make a positive difference in your life tonight. Okay, Scott, I'm going to hand it back to you. I want you to read items about Nathan, if you don't mind.
Sure.
You can carry on. And item number 1, if you can please read that.
Yeah, okay. All right. Nathan is 15 years old. He was diagnosed with diabetes type 1 when he was 8 months. In 2017, Nathan was diagnosed with Stargardts Macular Disease, which is, as I say, I've got a similar disease in my eyes, and it's not nice. Nathan has his peripheral view, but has lost his center vision. He has 10% center vision. The family bought a special unit known as the iris visor for him to help with his homework or his schoolwork. Nathan is currently homeschooled. Reading and writing doesn't come easy for him. He gets support from his family and lives with his mother, Jenny, and his 11-year-old sister, Abigail. And between them, they have to enlarge all Nathan's work and read and write for him. He has a scribe that reads and writes his exams for him. He is very bright and very determined young guy and very good at maths. He is also a very good and keen swimmer. He swims miles and has a kind gentleman who swims his races with him, rowing on a board next to him, guiding him where to swim. Nathan has also won a few gold medals at his galas as well. Nathan often helps Abigail with her maths and science as well. The family home was robbed on the 28th of August this year. They stole Nathan's vision equipment, laptop and TV he used to study. They stole much more than that, which is very sad. It was just an awful experience for the family. There are many children who deal with Stargardts Macular Disease. Jenny says, and they were privileged being able to get the iris vision for Nathan, and says, while it's not necessary, it sure makes his life for Nathan so much easier. Nathan used to read his schoolwork. They don't sell them in South Africa, and they're only available in the United States. Jenny was able to replace the laptop and the TV. She connects the laptop to the TV so that his textbooks are in big font for him to help him see the words better. Jenny's biggest dream for her family would be to immigrate to the States. There are so many opportunities for Nathan there, as there are schools for the blind in every state in the USA, which offer all kinds of subjects. Jenny has been trying many different ways of getting the family to the States, sadly with no luck. In South Africa, there is only one blind school, which is in Cape Town. They don't offer all the subjects, and Nathan is such a bright young guy. His maths mark is 86% and is a strong physics and chemistry student. He is extremely determined and works hard. 2 days after they were robbed, the robbers came back. Jenny thinks they wanted to come back to steal more, as they were aware she lives alone with her children. She called her local security company, who reacted very quickly. They were at the house within 2 minutes, but whoever tried to get in got away. With all this happening in the family's lives, Jenny says they are still very blessed as a family and have much to say thank you for. Back to you, Stephen.
Right, thanks, Scott. Well, guys, as you can see, you know, this iris vision was stolen. It's an expensive article, and it's the only thing Nathan can see through. Otherwise, he's got to sit right up front here with huge fonts. It's a very, very difficult challenge that he's got to deal with. So, Scott, I'm going to, just to explain what the iris vision is, I'm going to just it's about a 3 or 4 minute video, so you guys can understand what we're talking about. So, Scott, please play item number 2.
Sure.
The Chicago Lighthouse Assistive Technology Center
presents a demonstration of the Iris Vision head-borne electronic magnifier.
Hello, this is Luke Scriven, Assistive Technology Specialist at the Chicago Lighthouse.
The
I am here again to tell you about a new device called the Iris Vision, which is another head-borne electronic magnification device. So in this video, we're going to take a look. So what is the Iris Vision? Well, the Iris Vision is this device here. It's built around a Samsung VR, that's virtual reality headset, and you wear it on your head, and in the front of the device there is a Samsung smartphone. The makers of this device have customized it, so instead of looking in a virtual world, you're going to be looking at the real world, and you'll be able to manipulate what you're seeing through the use of magnification, through the use of different colors, and all of that kind of good stuff. So I put the device on, and to my left there's a tablet, and hopefully you will be able to see what I'm seeing inside here on the screen of the tablet to give you an idea. Now you will see 2 images on the tablet, one for each eye. However, I only see one complete image. And now we're through to our live video mode. So I can now look around the Lighthouse store, and this is in real time. Okay, so far so good. Now what we can do is go ahead and magnify to whatever size we want to see at. And this is done via a touchpad on the side of the device here. So I'm going to go ahead and start to magnify, and hopefully you will see the images zooming in. Now this image looks really nice. The screens, like I said before, are very large, and the magnification range is also very good. One of the unique things about this device is the magnification takes place within a circular bubble, and I can control the size of that bubble, again using the touchpad. And so to manipulate that bubble, I'm going to swipe up and down on the touchpad, and hopefully you will see that the bubble is getting smaller here, and now the bubble is getting larger. So the cool thing about this is, if I want, I can make that bubble a little bit smaller, and I can magnify things within that bubble. Around the bubble, everything is still normal size, so I get some context of where I am. I can see things normally there. But within the bubble, the magnification is occurring, and that allows me to see things if I want to, zoom in and get a bit more detail. So very, very cool. So the Iris Vision is able to focus at near or at distance, so we can zoom into the distance and see things, and we can also focus on things up close. And that means we're able to do things like watch television, but we can also read. And I've got something to read here, and to read we're going to go into this special reading mode. It's going to make the colors inverted, and it's going to go to full screen magnification. So let's give that a try. So I'm going to hold this up in front of me, and it's just focused, and as before I'm going to press a button on the side here, and now we've gone into this inverted reading mode, which is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and magnify, and I can see this really well. So we specialize in the following areas of technology: cell phones, smartphones, and apps, including the new Lucia 100% accessible mobile phone coming spring 2017. So that's really nice. It's a sharp image, it's full screen, it appears really large in front of my eyes, and obviously the reverse contrast can help make things pop and make reading easier. Very cool. One of the great things about this device compared to some of the other headsets on the market is these lenses and hopefully you can make those out, which you look into when you put the headset on. Now these lenses are magnifying lenses, and so when you're looking at the screen of the device here, it magnifies that screen and in effect makes the screen that you're looking at appear very large, much larger than any of the other headsets that we've tried on the market, and that makes it very comfortable to use this device. Okay, so that's some of the basic features of the Iris Vision. There are more features. There is a menu that you can go into, and you can adjust things like the position of the bubble and the contrast outside the bubble as compared to inside the bubble and things like that. So there are advanced features. For the purposes of this video, we won't be going into those, but of course, if you wanted a demonstration of this device in more detail, we will happily provide that for you at the Chicago Lighthouse. And in order to arrange that, you can give us a call at 312-997-3649, or you can visit us online at lighthousetoolsforliving.com. Thank you for watching and have a great day.
All right, and there's the price for the unit. It's not cheap, that's for sure. Okay, that's Stephen, back to you.
Right, thanks very much, Scott. So when Scott says it's not cheap, you're talking in rands, about 50,000 rand for the unit. And this is what was stolen from the house robbery. There was no insurance. As you know, we wouldn't be having a charity if the money was available. Times are tough, and it would be unbelievable to get Nathan a unit again like this. So it's an expensive item, guys. Just to remind you now, we are looking to help you get this money together. Our bank account details are below. There's bank account details, and there's a pay fast link. You can use either. Put the money in it. We'll know the money is for Nathan. It comes in today, over the next couple of days. It all goes to we've worked out what Nathan's how we're gonna do it with Nathan. So just put the money in. If you want to give references, you can do it. Whatever you guys want to do. So please, guys, and there's corporates out there. Let's see what we can do to help Nathan on this with this vision. Right. So Scott, you've seen the cost of it. So let's go to item number 4. Let's bring that up and tell me when it's up so I can see, because I can't see much on the side.
Okay, that's Nathan with the headset, the old headset on. The one was stolen.
That's the one. Okay, so let's go to item number 5, and that is Nathan and Abigail, his sister, hard at work. Got that one?
Yeah, yep, that's up.
And then next item 6, here you can see Nathan swimming with his helper, whose name is Etienne, and Etienne is a lifeguard at Jeffreys Bay main beach. And he's been swimming with Nathan for 3 years now, guiding him through the galas, his races, and all that sort of thing. So, guys, please, below is the bank account details. Let's see what we can get in, and let's see if we can get Nathan this unit so he can see again. So,
shall I get Nathan on now?
Yeah, let's get Nathan on now. And I think his whole family is there supporting him.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm going to take my jacket off because it's getting a bit hot in here.
Okay. Hi, Jenny. Can you hear us? It says calling. Oh, here she is. Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Hi, Nathan.
Hello. How are you?
I don't know who the other two are, so you better introduce yourselves.
This is Daryl.
Hi, Daryl.
And that's
Abigail.
Abigail. Okay, fantastic. Stephen, over to you.
Okay, I wish I could see them. Let's just see how I can see them. Hold on. Okay, I don't see anybody, but you guys can hear me?
We can see you. We can see both of you. It's all good.
Jenny, can you guys see me or hear me?
Yes. We can see you. Can you not see us?
I can see you.
Okay, now
yeah,
you're there. Now. Okay, cool. Right, there we go. Okay, so let me introduce the family, guys. On my left, I'm not too sure which how this is inverted or not. We've got Daryl, who's the father. And I'm just say that Daryl's there to support tonight. They're not a married family, and they live separately. But Daryl's come all the way to especially to support Nathan tonight. So Nathan, hey my boy, in the middle there. How you doing, Nathan? And of course we got Mommy Jenny.
Hello.
And then young Abigail. I think Abigail, you're 11. Am I right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so I want to ask Nathan some questions. So you're all there to support, but Nathan, this is your show, my friend. It's all over to me and you now. So we now know, Nathan, quite a lot about you, your eyes and your swimming and your maths and all the good things. So I've got a few questions for you about your life, and let's hope that we can collect enough funds tonight to try and get this our new iris vision for you. So I'm watching my phone because I can see when people donate. So I'm just hoping the guys will be generous tonight because you're trying to get quite a lot of money. So just Nathan, tell me, how old were you when you lost your vision, and how has this issue changed your life, and how do you cope and manage with visually with no sight?
So I was 11, turning 12 when I was diagnosed with Stargardts. I've been getting, it was quite hard when I had to read books, so my family had to help me read. And when I was at school, they put me right in front of the class, so the teachers, so I could see better. But I did have to tell the teachers to write a bit bigger on the blackboard. And when I had to read by myself, I did get a lot of headaches, so it was quite hard studying by myself.
Cool. And tell me, I see you like sports. So what sports do you play, or what sports can you play being vision impaired?
So the sports that I can play basically all the sports, like the ball sports and swimming and so on. But I mostly do swimming nowadays, and we are actually trying to start up a vision impaired cricket team. So yeah. And my favorite sport is...
Sounds dangerous to me, but you know what you do.
Yeah.
So you're going to be playing cricket. Good job. And tell me, and academically, how does it affect you?
So studying was quite hard. I did have to get my parents in to read for me, like I said. And at school, I did have to ask people to come read my books, and my writing, I could not see what I was writing. So it would be very hard for the teachers to mark what I was doing. And then we did eventually get me paper for my eyes to write with. So I could actually write on the line, but I still couldn't see what I was writing. So, and then I did say that I got quite a lot of headaches when I was reading. So I couldn't focus as much as everyone in the class.
Right. And how did the iris vision change your life? What benefits were for you with the iris vision?
So my dad wanted to take me to a lot of cricket games because I loved playing cricket, but it was impossible for me to go watch. So we got the iris vision for me to read without the struggle, and then if I wanted to go to a cricket game, I could actually see where the ball is. And then we also got it for me to actually be able to watch TV, and because I would be sitting 2 feet away on the 2 feet away from the TV on the floor. But now with the iris vision, I could have sat about like 15 feet away and so on. So it helps me a lot.
So would you say that you're almost dependent on having an iris vision unit?
Yes, it played a big part in my learning. Because if my family weren't there to help me at the time, I would have to use that to actually be able to read without getting a headache in like 5 minutes. So I was very dependent on it when I had it.
Right. So we're going to talk a little bit more about your swimming, but I see you've got a guide guide you. So I'm a runner. I've run Comrades Marathon many years ago, And then I went and stopped running and got fat and started drinking a lot of whiskey. And I'm back to running again now. But those old days when I ran, we used to run with the blind runners. And all we had was a leather thong. And we used to guide the runners. And one guy in particular who comes to mind was a blind runner named Johnny. And so there were aids to help them run, as you have an aid that helps you swim. So how often do you swim and how far do you go?
So speaking training of how often, I swim 4 days a week. I wish I could swim more, but sadly the coach doesn't open then. And then when it comes to races, open water swimming, there's mostly only mile swims, but if there were further distances, I would swim them.
Well, and how are you shaping in your goal, isn't it?
Well, I'm doing quite well. I haven't really placed below third in my age group, so I'm quite happy about that. At the beginning of the year, before lockdown started, we had a top 8 inter-schools Eastern Cape gala, where I got 3 gold medals, 1 bronze out of my 5 swims.
Right, well done. Good job. Now in South Africa, they say well done. In America, they say good job. So I'll say well done, good job. I'll say both. So, and I see you're a soccer supporter. Sure, some guys may be upset with you because all my friends are Liverpool supporters, and I see you're a Man United supporter.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got wiped out.
Wait, beg your pardon?
How are you doing? How's Man United doing?
They're doing all right. They're doing okay. Yeah, not as good as Liverpool.
Okay, well, the wheel turns. The wheel turns. I'll come back.
I'll come back, yeah.
Okay.
No, we're hoping so.
Yeah.
My brother is a big Liverpool supporter.
Yeah, well, we're also Liverpool supporters, but, even though you're Man United supporter, Nathan, I love you. You're a great guy. So, and I also see you support Barcelona as well. So you've got some good teams that you're supporting. Well done, man. Yeah. So in the games, we watch your games. You watch them with your iris vision. So that's why it's so important for you to get one again. And what grade are you in at the moment in school?
So I am actually doing homeschooling, the Cambridge system, and I'm in IGCSE, which is grade 9 to 11.
Good job. So, and your marks, you're passing all the time?
Yeah, I'm passing all the time. I'm not.
And what's your ambitions going forward in life? What are you looking to do as a career?
I want to do something in medical and scientist and science. I still need to figure out what sort of job would fit for me, though. My mother says I should become a forensic.
Well, time will tell. You'll find your niche in the market in the world as you move along with your life. And I've got a very good friend of mine who's watching the show here tonight. His name is Doug the Thug. He's a biker guy. So Doug the Thug is a very good chess player, as I believe you are. So I might hook you two up one day to have a game of chess online, if that's all right with you.
That would be nice. At least I can finally play with someone. Well, I do play with my dad.
Okay, Doug, might have a challenge here, Doug. Good job. Okay, I'll see if I can hook you guys up in the short while to come. Whoa, okay. Nathan, you've had a hard life. Diabetic since you're 8 months old, eh? My word. So how do you handle that now? Is it automatically insulin, automatically put in, or how does it work?
Well, I am on an insulin pump, so when I bolus, the insulin does run into my body, and I always have to look at the carb amount for each food that I eat to bolus. But then I can explain more on it, though.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Bolus,
so
the extra insulin he needs.
He gets all the insulin he needs. Good. So I was a type 2 at one stage, but with my running, it seems to have gone away. But sympathize with you, and you're living your life, and you're living a normal life with your diabetes, with your pump. So, well, good job on that. Obviously, you've got a good family supporting you, making sure you've got all the right things and right tools to make your life as easy as possible for you.
Yeah.
Right. So, look, we now all know you, and there's a lot of people watching know you a lot better. Let's hope that the guys are generous, and we can see if we can find a way to getting you this iris vision. There's no guarantees, there's no promises in life, but we can try, and that's what we're doing right now. So remember, got people watching here, the bank details and the pay fast is below this post, and hopefully we're going to make a positive contribution to you, Nathan.